When you wake up, when you drive to work, when you get to work, and when you drive home.
Shut up and drive.
Tameside Radio is all you need to get through the day.
BOYZLIFE, a brand new supergroup, are touring in October, and you're coming to Manchester, the Academy, on the 10th of October, which is very exciting. I can't wait to see the show. But please tell me about the genesis of this supergroup. How did it come to be? Because Boyzone going with Westlife is like David Letterman going for a cup of tea with Jay Leno. It's kind of, is there any friction? Where did it start?
Well, no, it's actually BOYZLIFE consists of Brian McFadden and myself. There's only the two of us in the group.
My favourite too.
We've been touring... Sorry?
Sorry, my favourite too.
All right, so we got together, the two of us got together about 2 years ago, and we went on tour all around the UK in Hilton hotel groups, doing a show, like an autobiographical show, singing a few Westlife songs and a few Boyzone songs, and basically talking and showing old archive footage of the big stadiums back in the day and all that type of stuff. It was kind of like a step down memory lane. It was like a nostalgia kind of view on our careers to date. And it was a huge success, and we enjoyed it so much that we decided to go on and do part two. And then from the feedback we got from the fans, they were saying, you know, we would have loved to hear that song, and we would have loved to hear that song. And there was only so many songs we could fit into a show like that. So we decided to come back now and give the fans what they want by doing all the number ones. So between Westlife and Boyzone, we've got about 20 UK number one songs. So this show basically comprises of myself and Brian coming together, having a bit of fun in the microphones with each other, and singing the top 20 UK number ones by Boyzone and Westlife. It's a great night out. It's good fun.
Oh my God, that sounds absolutely amazing. And you tell stories as well?
We do. We don't tell as many stories now because we're trying to fit more music in, but we do. We have a great bit of banter on the microphones. We get the audience involved. I mean, we're going back to the smaller theatres that we started off in 20 years ago, and it's nice to be back in those venues again when you can see the whites of people's eyes and you can get the audience involved, and there's a great audience participation, and we go into the audience from time to time and get members of the audience to sing some of the songs with us. So it's just a very kind of impromptu bit of fun, singing all the hit songs, you know. And then we go back in January, February next year. I'm back with Boyzone doing all the big arenas again, doing all the big arenas around the UK with the release of our new album, Thank You and Good Night. So you know, I'm very lucky. I get the best of both worlds, you know. Exactly.
You have the intimacy of the theatre and club gigs, but then you get to do the big stadiums and arenas as well. Tell me about working with Brian McFadden. Was there any rivalry back in the day? Are you best buddies now?
Yeah, we always were best buddies. I mean, Westlife and Boyzone were never really in rivalry because they didn't come out till '98. Their very first gigs were supporting Boyzone on tour. They were our support act. They used to open our show. And then obviously a couple of years later we decided to take a break, and they went on to have a fantastic career. So there was never any rivalry because we were never really kind of charted against each other.
Oh, that's lovely, that, isn't it? Is there plans for an album or, I guess, a reality show or anything like that between you and Brian?
Yeah, I mean, myself and Brian do all sorts of stuff. We do a lot of corporate stuff now. We perform in all different corporations that hire us to come in, and we do their internal award ceremonies, and we perform at their events. Next May we're going into the studio. We're going to try and put down a new album, just the two of us together. Going to try and record a BOYZLIFE album. We've already got some great ideas going on at the moment, so it's an exciting project. It's something that started off quite kind of small, that was never supposed to last long, and it's just grown legs and got it momentum, and it's just going and going and going. So touring all over the UK in October, so it's going to be great fun.
I'm really happy for you. Now, I don't want to ruffle any feathers, but did you or have you received the goodwill of Boyzone or Westlife for this? Have you got their support?
Well, the boys and Boyzone are my brothers. I mean, you know, we're very, very close. We're best friends. You know what I mean? We played Hyde Park on Sunday together in London, and you know, it was amazing. 25 years later to be stood on the stage with 50,000 people singing your songs back at you. You know, I mean, me and the boys are very, very grateful and lucky to be given the amount of time we've had in the music business. You know, and the success we've had, and the fact that people still want to come out and see us. I mean, our arena tour for next year in the UK. Has just about sold out, so we've just put on an extra 7 dates because it sold so well. Right through January, February next year, Boyzone are back on the road. And boys are so supportive of what myself and Brian do. They come to see the show. They think it's a bit of fun. I can't speak for the Westlife lads. Myself and Brian, we don't really bump into them. We don't see them that much anymore. But as far as the Boyzone lads are concerned, they're all big supporters of mine.
Oh, that's so lovely. But please tell me, Boyzone, it isn't really the end, right?
Well, it is. I mean, we've decided now. We've had 25 great years. After we finished recording this album, we felt it's the best work that we've ever done. It's a great, great album. We've got great songs on there. The Cause, which is all over the radio at the moment, that we did it, is getting a huge response. The album itself is out on the 16th of November, and we kind of just felt this is the best work we've ever done. That kind of squeezed the life out of it. We've been very lucky to get as far as we've got. And we'd like to leave on a high note. We'd like to hang up the dancing shoes when we're at the top of our game.
Oh,
This is the last album, yeah.
I can't wait to hear the album. Now, Keith, thank you so much for your time, and I am going to come and see you, Brian, live. I've got a short questionnaire. Would you agree to answer 5 short questions?
Of course, no problem at all.
It'd be nice and silly. Question 1. What is your favourite word?
My favourite word is buddy.
That's amazing.
Hiya, buddy.
Hiya, buddy. That's
buddy.
very friendly.
Buddy.
Second question, similar to the first. What is your least favourite word?
My least favourite word. Oh, let me see. That's a difficult one. I don't like the word no. That doesn't work for me. I don't like the word no.
Yeah, nice and simple, but that makes perfect sense. Question 3. What turns you on creatively, spiritually, or emotionally?
What turns me on creatively would be listen to the roar of the crowd when I'm backstage, ready to go on stage to perform. There's no other buzz when you're back playing the big arenas. The opening night, standing backstage, ready to go on. The crowd are in anticipation of your arrival to the stage, and the roars are amazing. It lifts the hair on the back of your neck. So creatively, that really kind of gets me going. Emotionally, what keeps me going, I suppose, would probably be the success of my children, and my children are happy when they succeeded in something that they've been working hard on. Most recently, my daughter's graduation and her placement in university. That's really emotionally kind of really made me so proud and happy. And what was the third one?
It was spiritually.
Spiritually, what makes me happy? Well, to try and keep it clean and not be rude.
That was such a beautiful answer. Thank you so much. 2 more questions. I'm sorry to keep you. What profession, other than your own, would you like to attempt?
I suppose, let me see. I love acting, and I've been very fortunate to have kind of a good bit of success with acting. I love performing on stage. I've been very lucky there. I suppose, what else is there out there to be done? That maybe an astronaut. Maybe I'd love to be an astronaut.
Wow.
Go to the moon.
I wasn't expecting that. Final question. We can get quite profound here. If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Well, I do believe heaven to exist because I do have great faith, and I do believe in the creation of heaven and earth, God Almighty. So the thing I'd like St. Peter, who will probably be standing at the pearly gates waiting, and hopefully our Lord is standing beside him when I arrive. But the best words out of his mouth would be, how are you, buddy? Very welcome to heaven.
Keith, thank you so much for your time. I can't wait to see the show in October. Best of luck with it.
Thanks a million, brother. Take good care. God bless.
See you later, buddy.
Every song we play means that you're that much closer to going home.
We're taking you home, 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 home.
Thank you for working with Tameside Radio.